Sometimes it's about more than manifesting. You got to do the work. We have Mr. Lose 90 Pounds, Mr. Fight for His Family, the one, the only, D Polar. Talk to him.
Oh, I
already said that, man. Come on.
Nah, man. It feels good to be back.
Yeah, man.
Got to get to chop it up with you.
Yeah. The energy's high, man. So, we it's been a while. I'm doing something where I'm getting my guests back. I haven't had them on in a while, and I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for coming back.
Nah, man, you already know. I be feeling bad. I feel like I be busy, but hey, chop it up, like I said.
Yeah, let's do it. I want to welcome everybody to the Keep It Uplifting podcast. This is episode 162 with D Polar.
That's one.
Yeah, man, this gonna be a good episode. I'm gonna let this ride a little bit. You cool?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Take my sip.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good vibe, man. Good vibes. We recording at night because D Polar be at the gym so much. If you're not into fitness, this may not be an episode for you.
We can talk about Jordans.
Okay. So, what's new, man? Last time you were on, it was what, 2021?
2021, yes.
Yeah, so what's going on in your life now, man?
I got a lot, man. I got a new job. Let's start there. New career or goals.
Okay.
Besides that, with like the working out, still doing that. Got my first coach.
Nice.
We can talk more about that after, but
okay.
You love it, man. Like scary jump, but love it.
Anything new in your personal life?
My daughter, man, she's growing too fast. So she's turning 5, and then school.
Yeah.
It was like that learning phase of becoming a dad. Now it's like, man, the whole she's going to school, how she's interacting with her kids, other people, and one thing I'm really seeing now, me and her moms, and you don't realize it is they always say kids pick up everything.
Yeah.
And they pick up everything, like what you say, what you do, the way you even respond to certain situations. I've already seen through my daughter. Either I've seen it, people tell me, or teachers, hey, she hit so and so back. Yeah, that's my daughter. Sorry, did she win?
Yeah.
But just man.
So, did you have your pops growing up? Did you have your dad growing up?
Yeah, I mean, long story short, he went through a divorce, but I could say he's always been there. As a father, he's always been there.
Yeah,
he's always been there.
How did that affect you when you found out about having your daughter?
It plays a big part. It still does. I've even gotten arguments with not moms of my daughter, but my mom.
Right.
And it's hard because I couldn't tell you exactly how old, but I think I was at one of those most critical ages. And as you get older, it sucks, but it's like really you start to understand more. Like being blunt, I realized I didn't lose my dad. It's just I understand the relationship failed between him and my mom.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, even if he's at fault, she's at fault, whatever it is, that's between them.
Right.
And that's something I learned. I was like, that failed, or that is what happened. And I tell mother of my child every time, I'm like, yo, like no matter what happens between us, this, that, and I don't want people thinking things going bad.
Right.
I'm not trying to say that.
Right.
But nah, like that's the one thing, like she fucks with me heavy and I fuck with her. Oh, can I curse? My bad.
Yeah, we'll edit it out. No worries. Go ahead.
We got mad love for each other.
You just can't curse in the first 8 minutes.
My fault.
Yeah, but it's fine.
On a respectful note, because we just talk about it all the time, and I tell her, like, you realize, like, a lot of people don't like having this conversation, and I'm like, there's nothing wrong with it, but I tell them, like, yo, at the end of the day, us, as you my wife and whatever, that's between us. But I'm always going to be a father. You always going to be a mother to this kid.
Yeah.
So whatever comes after that, whoever comes, whatever happens, nah, your mom, I'm dad.
Right.
Like we going to make it work for her. That should not affect how we are as parents. And that's what people don't realize. Being married or in a relationship doesn't affect you as a parent.
Right. Yeah, man. Because I just know, like, I can see the love that you have for your daughter, and just how much every time I talk to you, I can see the passion in your face, man, and your voice, everything. So, and that was crazy or I won't say it's crazy. That's good that you've identified that this has to work somehow between you and the missus, as far as being parents, whether it's co-parenting, whether it's parenting in the same house. And parenting in the same house can be difficult. And I see, last time you came here, you was a little slim.
Yeah.
And you said wifey, married life, dating, fully dating, whatever you want to call it, whatever y'all got going on. Yeah. How has that affected the the pounds, man? Because you seem like you were on a mission, and I know times are crazy, but how has that relationship affected your weight gain?
So yeah, I would say it did, but I'm trying to see how to put this into words. But pretty much, I guess you get caught up with being a dad or being a family man or just life itself.
Yeah, and that's how the dad bod come.
Yeah, nah. Hey, dad bod's better than six pack. Man.
Right.
Let me fucking eat.
Right. It's cool.
Nah, for real though. Just also like stress, work, stuff like that, and you could call it an excuse, and because I even preach that, like, you always got time and stuff, but yeah, I really let things get to me and whatever, where I would skip the gyms, mess up meals, you eating out, you want to do stuff like that, but I think lately, you hit a point where you're like, all right, let me get back on track, let's get focused again. Like, I think you shouldn't be, if you fall off, as long as it's not too crazy or nothing, like that's okay, it's gonna happen. Just if you gotta start over. You gotta pick back up, catch up, do what you gotta do. So
because you're such a fitness person, you lost a lot of weight. You be in the gym all the time. You still been in the gym throughout this whole time.
Yeah.
What kind of hate did you get when you gained that weight back? Did people come in your DMs, your stories, talking trash to you about?
Not really. I've had people joke around like I hit a bulk and it was like cool, and then I let it get out of control kind of. But still nowhere near compared to before, But I don't think you get hate because I'm a troll. So I'm a troll because like some people like even like real story like, oh man, I see you gained a couple pounds, man, what's going on? And then they see I'm slimming back down, toning up. Hey man, I'm like, damn. You about to watch me do it twice. You haven't done it once. Like I troll people. I'm like,
okay.
Cause I'm like, man, I love to joke around, and I don't mean it no hate, but hey, man, like, so you watching me do it twice,
right?
And
you a fan, bro.
You haven't even done it yet,
right?
Like
I'm new. You new to this. I'm true to this.
Who's looking dumb in the long run,
right?
So. Hey man, go ahead. I appreciate that. Hey, I'm ready for it. Let's go.
The weight. So also with the weight gain. You said you got a new job. You mentioned that first off, so you sound pretty excited about it. Do you ever calculate that into, hey, I just took on my lady, my kid now, she's growing. Do you think the job had something to do with the weight gain at all?
Yeah, I let it. You gotta make your money. You gotta go to work. There's things you
right. But what actual feelings did you have, man? Like what was your process up here? What were you going through?
Just for real, stupid simple. I wasn't happy, and it's not because of a specific person, manager, or whatever. But you hit a point where you go to work one day and it's work is work. We all have those hard days, but. I think when you hit that point where you're like, I don't want to be here or I hate this. Yeah. Man, you gotta change something. Something has to change.
And the craziest part is Kevin Gates was talking about this. And he was saying that a lot of men suffer in silence.
Yes, bro. Yes. Yes. That's all I can say. Yes.
So
it sucks.
Yeah.
Low key, it sucks, but there's really like and it's almost like I don't even know if I can talk about it because you know you get so much backlash, but people don't realize being a man, is hard. Yeah, it's because you can't complain.
Talk about it, man.
Yeah, but like,
because you couldn't, right? Like, who was you? You can't come home and be like, I want to quit my job to your lady, and she gonna be like,
yeah, like,
what you mean?
And then, but it's I think it's funny because you really suffer in silence. Yeah, and because if you complain, whatever, it's like, man, you supposed to be the man out of that. Or even if you know, let's say your girl's open, yeah, man, I want you to talk to me, I want you this, and it's like, I can't, because if you are opening up to me, you're down, you're whatever. My kid is going through stuff. Someone gotta stand tall. Yeah, I might not be able to, but I'm gonna do it for y'all. Like, and people don't realize that it's like there's times we doing it because we have to, or we have this like environment of who I can't complain. I complain, oh, he complained and this is that, and this, man, you gotta be a man, right? Man up. That's a thing.
Yeah, yeah. That's crazy, man. And did you know? I'm sure you know this, but stress alone can put a lot of weight on you. You know? Yeah. And as you gain weight, which I've definitely put the pounds on myself.
Nah, man, you look good, man.
And we both back in the gym, but what are you saying to yourself? Because you are in the gym, bro. I know you're in the gym. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We did the push-up challenge. You doing push-ups at the gym and you doing push-ups with me. Yeah. You know? So what exactly are you going through as you're gaining the weight? Like you looking in the mirror every day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? How is that impacting your mindset at all?
I think you start procrastinating just in general. Like I realized, like I remember, you know, after like the wedding and everything, summer bod, gained 10 pounds. All right, cool. I'm pushing more weight, I'm eating. And I remember, I could tell you literally what I went through after the holidays. Mm-hmm. Like I'm gonna enjoy Thanksgiving, December. Right. Being real, I'm gonna try this whole bulk thing. Right. You don't realize you start getting carried away, and then you just find a new excuse. Like, like I'm gonna start in September. Well, you know, October's coming up. I'm gonna start after the holidays, and I realized that January, I really not even New Year's resolution. Mm-hmm. But just on some, man, why wait till everybody I'll start Monday. Why? I started my 16-week challenge on Saturday. Right. Like, just do it. Right. The time gonna come anyways. It don't matter. What, you gonna stop next Monday? Like, so I think just holding off on stuff. Same like just my career stuff. I held off so long on. Then you start causing damage. I became unhappy. I let myself become unhappy at what I was doing. I let myself gain that weight back, and I'm not mad about the weight gain, but I let myself, lose the focus. So, yeah, just holding off for real. That's a big thing.
Was you beating yourself? Pause. But was you beating yourself up? Like, was you really being hard on yourself? Because I know and we don't think of it as being hard on ourselves. Pause. But like, if you. Like if you miss a gym session, or if you know what I'm saying, you procrastinate and say, all right, well, I'm gonna go tomorrow.
Yeah. I don't think I don't think I beat myself up. Yeah. But you go after a lot of pauses there. Nah, but just I wouldn't say like I like beat myself up or whatever, but I think it was more so I didn't have a focus. Like I didn't have I guess like a reason. Like,
and you don't think getting married,
like, you want to look, like,
had any impact on that at all?
No, of course, because everybody the same. Girls, I gotta look my dress.
Right,
for
but
me, it was just kind of. But that was my goal. I don't know, like there was no I want to look good for the pictures or I want to fit into this suit. Right. It was just that itself was my original. This is what I'm doing it for. That was my excuse to I have this much time, and I think everybody has their own thing that works for them.
So is that the reason that the procrastination, is that the reason that you're now having a trainer, or is it, for an accountability partner, or you want a different set of eyes? Like, what's the new goal as far as fitness for you this year?
I think I want to, it sounds funny, but I think for real, I look at old pictures and I'm like, man, I was slim. I was good. I don't want that again. Like I don't want to be that small, because what y'all might see like, oh, he look good, he's like this. I was slim, I leaned out, but I wanted more muscle mass, and I want to do it slower but a little better. And I was hesitant. You know, you can always search it up, do it yourself, whatever. But hey, if I pay somebody who knows this, and you do the work for me, like the hard, like this is what you're gonna eat, this, I have no excuse. Like, you did all the hard work for me. You have no excuse. And sometimes you need that. I needed that, because my thing right now is I'm paying this guy monthly. I look stupid if I don't do it. I pay the gym and you, and I'm not doing it. Like, you pay for school and you fail on purpose. You just paid a semester. Like, you know, like, and like, I really needed that push, because now it's like I'm putting that money towards it. And it was kind of I don't want to say a risk or scare, but you know, you get that anxious feeling when something new. So, but I mean, today is literally a week, 7 days of his program stuff. Man, it's the first time I think I did a few workouts, and I'm like, I have not felt this type of workout or this like excitement, or even just like, damn, like I'm tired. Since in a while, man, like months. Like this is probably the best work I've ever had in months. So
I think you're also freeing up mental capacity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not figuring out what your macros are, what the diet is. You know, and then the body dysmorphia that you may not know that you have, because you know, when you're a bigger dude, you got smaller, you still be like, I could get smaller. But now you've been going through it, the ebbs and flows of gaining, losing. Maybe that is help identify what your goal should be now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, like I don't really have a set goal. Like, I want to be this weight, this slim, this body fat percentage. It's more so, hey, I don't want to do my own numbers. I don't want to do this anymore. You know how to do it. You've done this better than me. Hey, well, like, give me the thing, give me the work, give me the pause. I saw that laugh. I was like, pause. Nah, but like, give me the workout, give me the meal plan. And I just gotta do it. That's it. Like, I just gotta do it. There's no excuse. Like, hey, I did all the hard work for you. You just gotta do it. I listed it out, step 1 to 10 for you. You just gotta do it.
So when you were really, really killing it, you had a lot of people reaching out to you, asking you for help. How is that now? And are people still reaching out to you?
Nah, yeah.
And what do you say to people who've been reaching out to you about the same thing and they haven't made any changes?
Some people see, it's hard because I'm nice, but there's some people you can't be nice with. You gotta. I'm not saying be mean, and I would never bash nobody. That's why I'd never bash anybody on their weight, whatever. But there's some people let's say you tell me, hey, I want to do this, and you really have those friends that are too nice that it's okay, it's one meal, it's next week, oh, this is that, and it's like, it's cool. I won't be mean, but I'm gonna look at you, nah, it's cool. You happy it's gonna take you 10 years to lose 20 pounds. You gotta do that. Right. So, for example, one dude who's he works out from time to time with me and does his own thing. And I tell him, I'm like, man, look, at the end of the day, you gotta do it. Because something that someone told me was, if you had a flight to Cali in the morning, you gonna sleep in, and I'm not gonna catch my flight. I'm tired. Right. You're gonna be on that flight no matter what, whether it's pajamas or what. Start. And I'm gonna go to the gym because it's what you want. It's important to you. It's like, if I told you, hey, I got $100 for you, you gotta just come pick it up. You're gonna show up because you want it. So I was like, you gotta start, that sometimes you need that person to be like, hey, man, like, you falling off, or hey, I need, come on, let's go do it. Meet me at the gym, do what you gotta do.
Has losing that 90 pounds, coming back, gaining some weight, then losing some weight, then gaining however much weight again, has that changed how you do other things in your life? Has the gym actually expanded outside of the gym? Has it filtered into other parts of your life at all, would you say?
Yeah, I think honestly, the one thing I noticed, and I wouldn't say we like argue about, but you sit there as a man, you guys, what can I do, whatever. Yeah, I miss the discipline. And now people think, oh yeah, because you got to eat meals, go to the gym if you need time. I was like, nah, like, it affected me outside of work. Like, I wasn't getting stuff done, taking care of like personal stuff, and like that when I was in the gym and I was doing all that, you don't realize you start doing that with your life. Hey man, I need you to go. I'm gonna go wash the car, fix this, get this done, go run these errands. That you start really putting that same discipline towards everything towards your life. At work, hey man, I'm gonna get this certificate. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna get this raise. I'm gonna get this new job. Like you realize it affects you more than just the gym.
So do you hang out with people who don't work out?
Yeah, man, of course. My wife. Nah, she works out. She's on point. I ain't gonna lie. She's been doing her home exercises every day. So if she's watching this, I'm sorry. Nah, but
I'm sorry,
I'm sleeping on the couch. I'm getting ready. Nah, I do. I'm like, it sucks because like I get that sometimes. Like, you know, some people meet me, even at this new job. It's like, hey, what you doing, man? Going to the gym? I'm like, man, I do more than just go to the gym. That's just what y'all see. But nah, like, I think you gotta have a healthy balance. Like, I think at one point I did become obsessed with dropping, but that's also what hurt me because I didn't see it back then. I just saw the weight moving, slimming down, whatever. But I realized I lost a lot of muscle, man. I affected myself by becoming obsessed. And this. Do
you think obsession is a bad thing, though?
I think it can be, depending on. I don't think it's bad. I think if you want something, I'll be the first one. Hey, do what you gotta do. Go get it.
Right.
Like, yeah, but I don't consider that obsession. I see that more like your focus, your discipline. You're a go getter.
Right. Dedicated.
Now, I think. I'm not saying this is what would happen, but like if you obsessed with something, you start doing things out of character for it. Hey man,
like trying to get a bag and you
you
stepping on people that you probably don't need to step on.
Now we doing someone dirty or something like that for money or something.
Yeah,
like, that's people don't realize that's an obsession too. Like I if you greedy with money.
Right.
If you want more money, you can trade. That's cool, but you gotta be careful.
Obsessing over the bag.
Someone could be greedy with money. I don't want you around me. What you gonna do for that same money? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I would say that people perceive certain obsessions as you doing them dirty because it brings out their imperfections, right? So the people at your job are talking about your obsession with working out, going to the gym. Because they put you in a class where they're they're not. You know what I'm saying?
Because they say it all the time. They be like, man, you do so and so at work, and then you go to the gym. I mean, I wish I could do that.
Right.
And I mean, I see that.
But why not? Like, no, because think about it. These people are older, or
we're doing the same job.
Right.
You got no
where
kids.
You going?
Exactly. You got to check in with your girl.
Right. So I gotta tell somebody where I got. Hey, look, I'm at the. Yeah. I'm gonna be in here at extra 30. You know what I'm saying?
I took a nap and now I gotta explain myself why I ain't answer my phone in 30 minutes. I'm telling you, man. People think it's funny. Now I gotta be a man.
No, but dog, but really, I think it's truly brings out having success in areas of your life that people are weak in. I truly believe that it causes people to feel a certain way about you naturally.
Yeah.
Because they see things in you
that they wish they did.
It's
a lot of insecurity too.
Right. It's just like, I wish. Why do you wish? Just go do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
It's like, what's your reason?
What happened? Turn wish into you inspire. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, I wish I could go to the gym. You know what? You inspired me to go get some workout clothes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Go to the gym right after work.
I saw something, man, and I want to almost say I saw either maybe through you or someone, but I remember you're humble. You ever seen that one post? I wish I could give credit, but I just like for real, like I'm big on humble. I'm humble, but I realize it's humble the right word. Like I could rock a black tee, I could rock white tee, simple, whatever, keep it simple. But there's really I don't know exactly how it goes, but I remember that people say like everybody tells you be humble. Be humble. You start making more money. Stay humble.
Right.
And it's like, why?
Right.
I remember it says stay why. And I was like, why? It's like, I want to celebrate my success. I want to celebrate. Like, I lost originally when I first lost 90 pounds. I was humble. I was happy. But man, I'm gonna go celebrate this. And I saw that same post, and at the bottom it says, they only tell you stay humble because they feel insecure now. Because you making them feel insecure now.
Right. They're trying to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No. And it's like, you don't think about it, and we could sit here and but and it's true. Like, if you tell me you make more money, I'll tell you, hey, stay humble.
Why?
You don't pay
Why
my
did I work?
bills.
Why did I work so hard to not celebrate myself?
You don't pay my bills. You don't put up in my pocket. Like, what you make doesn't affect me.
Right.
So I look at this like, man, if you say, hey, man, I'm making so and so now, let's go.
Yeah.
Good. Like, if anything, I should feel inspired, like you said. Like,
what happened to those friends who be like, dog, go harder? Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
really,
like,
really
oh, you got a bag?
Really want good for you.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
really want you to move.
You
forward.
probably get a bigger bag though. Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not hate. Like, yeah, celebrate that. Yeah, I see you. Let's get more.
Sometimes that person though that tells you go harder, that isn't your friend though. Like, sometimes it might be that one person at work, like your coworker or that person you talk to every now and then. Because the thing is, if they could say that and they not your friend, your friends don't want you to ever go past them. And that's not true in all situations, but it's true. If me and you went to the same high school, we both lived in apartments and we did that, and 10 years went by and you still doing the same stuff, and you see me, family biz, I'm bought my house, you gonna be envious. Yeah. And that's another, you can't envy someone you don't like. Envy will never come from an enemy. They don't like you. If I don't like you, I hate you. Hey man, I hate you. I don't care.
Right.
You can only get envy from a friend. Only friends can envy you, or someone that likes you can envy you. Because if they didn't like you, they hate you. They don't like you. They don't care.
Right. Envy comes from someone who cares about you.
Only someone that likes you as a friend can envy you, and that's almost worse than someone hating or not liking you, man. I just I heard that once. Open your mind, man. That thing, you really start realizing. Wow. You really wanted me to win, or you just wanted me to be there with you while we were both trying to win.
That's crazy.
You don't think, right?
Nah, yeah, I never thought about that.
You gotta add that.
No. So I wanted to hear your thoughts, because we've been talking about weight loss. I'm gonna get you on something else. We've been talking about hate. We've been talking about family. I wanted to know your thoughts on this clip here, and I'm gonna play it right now.
Ooh, got that random shiver, man. Are we looking at the screen or?
Average person will gain about 15 kilos of weight. I don't want to be that guy. What can I do? Okay, so Dr. Giles Yo is the world leading expert on fat and how to burn it. His book is called Why Calories Don't Count. What you eat does matter. Let's talk about how we fix the obesity, how we burn fat, how we all get into a healthy weight. Everyone's brain hates it when they lose weight. We're talking even a few pounds. It goes, this is reducing my chance of survival. The moment you stop the diet, the weight will come back on. Calories are not accurate. What's the truth? The calorie tells you.
I feel like it's
zero.
Yeah.
So if you actually look at a celery raw, it's got
I'll add
6
it back in
calories.
later.
If you cook a celery, that 6 calories becomes 30. Understand?
So what do you think?
With the weight loss? And
Yeah. Equipment malfunction.
Caveats of calorie counting.
Ages. Do we get fatter with age?
Yes. Between 20 and 50 years old, the average person will gain about 15 kilos in weight.
I don't want to be that guy. What can I do?
Okay, so
Dr. Giles Yo, he's the world leading expert on fat and how to burn it. His book is called
And this
Why
clip is
Calories
from
Don't
Stephen
Count.
Bartlett's show,
What you
but-
eat does matter.
Let's talk about how we.
I was
fix
watching this and I
obesity,
wanted to know
how
what
we
you thought
burn
about it.
fat, how we all get into
How
a
does age
healthy.
affect your weight
when
gains?
everyone's brain hates it when they lose weight. We're talking even a few pounds. It goes, this is reducing my chance of survival. The moment you stop the diet, the weight will come back on.
Calories are not accurate. What's the truth?
The calorie tells you absolutely nothing. Zero.
So what I wanted to know was, my first question to you. You've been doing this a while, and I like having people I know that have done great things, right?
Yeah.
Like losing 90 pounds. Everybody say I'm gonna lose 10, 15 or whatever, but losing that much weight, and you were a husky dude for a large part of your life, so you know what I'm saying?
Big boy.
So what are your thoughts on being on dieting, right? Because now you're dieting, you're going to cut down, you're going to get to a certain thing. But do I always have to be on a diet? Is that the case?
I think
to keep my weight off?
I don't think you always have to be on that. Like you don't always have to say that I'm on a diet. That well, one, you don't want, no one wants to be on a diet forever.
Right.
And I think that feeling of I'm on a diet. So I think that's why everybody says this, you know, the goal is not to be on a diet. That might be what you need at first. But really what it is, it's a lifestyle change. And you just want to be conscious of what you're eating. So like what I tell a lot of people when they first get in the gym, don't even worry about the diet. Like, yes, like it's going to come and, you know, eventually depending on your goals, you're going to have to go on some type of diet or go on a serious diet, depending on how serious you want to get. But I just tell people be conscious, man. Like you realize, you know, hey, if you really just start being conscious, like, man, maybe I shouldn't eat McDonald's 4 times a week.
Right.
And then you wonder why you gain weight so well, you eat that 4 times a week, 52 weeks in a year, man.
Right.
Hey,
Things
man,
start to add
it
up.
adds up. It's
right.
But it's the same thing. I tell people, you know, everybody wants to, like you said, everyone wants to lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds. You realize you lose 1 pound a week, that's 50 pounds in a year, man.
Right.
Just 1 pound.
Right.
But everybody's trying to lose 5 pounds in a week.
Right.
15 pounds in 2 weeks because they have, you know, a party or something to go to. Just 1 pound. You can't lose 1 pound in a week.
Right. And consistently just keep that up.
Yeah, you don't got to do that. You're not gonna lose 50 pounds. You're gonna weigh nothing.
Everybody's too nearsighted. Everybody wants that instant gratification.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. Like if you could do it, cool. But
how sustainable is that?
Sustainability, and that's not a lifestyle change. You going to crash diet, you gonna crash with it. Like you gotta
say that one more time for me. You sneaking these in. Say that one more time. I didn't catch it.
You going to crash diet, you gonna crash with it.
Okay.
You will.
Yeah.
And that's why. And then you gonna bounce. You gonna gain that double back. But nah, you gotta. It really becomes just a lifestyle change, and it's hey man, you know, man, I'm a cook. I'm gonna do this. I'm going out Saturday for so-and-so's birthday dinner. All right, cool. You know, Friday and Sunday I might not go. I'm going to cook in the house or eat something. Just be conscious, man. Just you got to be real with yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
So I want to share something that you sent it to me recently.
Oh, man. Hold up.
And
I hope it's motivational.
5 years of grind into anything without making a quarter.
Right.
Don't even start. Sometimes it takes that long to get over the hump. A lot of people want checks, but bosses cut checks. We want the money, but we also got to use the money to make the money. So it's really about having that mentality that you're ready to work. The reward come when you get down and you get on your grind.
So you sent me that. And you know, you said you always preach this, man.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because I was like, yeah, preaching and living it. And I was saying, you know, I haven't really done the things that I have wanted to do with the media company so far, right? And you know, it was just something inspirational I wanted to share on the pod, bro. But you was like, man, you already told me. You was like, you closer than you think, but keep going.
Yeah. I mean, it's true, man. I told even walking in here, you know, the last time I came here, first thing I did when I come here, hey, man, look, you grew. And sometimes, I mean, kind of like body dysmorphia, you might not see it because you see this every day.
Right.
I come in a couple months later, a couple weeks later, I'm like, hey, man, it looks nice. It's moving up. Yeah. You might not see it's moving up. You might know, you know, what you might have spent on something or did or how you got something, whatever. And it's, hey, to me, you moved up.
Right.
You know, like I'm letting you know you moving up.
And I think that's a lesson for anybody who watches this podcast, because that's why we have people come on like yourself to tell their story and talk about what they have going on, because I want people to know that, you know, real people do this. Yeah. It don't got to be somebody that you see on Instagram and they're famous or they got a blue check by their name and all of that. It's real people who are losing weight, hustling,
living a real life.
Yeah, living a real life.
Daily life problems, stress.
Yeah,
being a man problems. Like I mean,
and making the necessary changes. And maybe you don't see it, so take some time to reflect. Because when you said that, you was like, bro, you closer than you think. I don't know if you knew what that meant to me, but that was like, I had a moment where I was like, damn. he may be right.
You're welcome.
Right?
Nah,
Like,
man.
nah, he may be right, but like I stepped back and just looked at it and said, damn, I'm a lot further from where I started. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
people forget
hell
that
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you forget, and that's why I try to look at now. Like, I'm kind of doing this second journey, and I hate calling it a journey sometimes because it never really ends.
Yeah.
You just get new goals and
Yeah.
new destination, whatever. But I
It
forget sometimes,
never
like,
really
hey,
ends. I like that.
I'm not starting where I first started.
Right.
Yeah, maybe I fell off a little bit, but I caught myself before I fell back or went further back. So,
Right.
Just pick yourself back up, do what you gotta do.
And you said it. So you said this a couple times. I don't know if you really mentioned it. And I tried to get you to explain it last time. You said it.
Yeah.
But you said being a man is hard. Talk about that a little bit.
So, what flavors? This bad. It's like, it's hard, man. I guess personally, how I would see it is, being a man, being a father is hard because, let's be real, like, and I hope I don't get no backlash, but at the same time, hey, it's not, if you got backlash,
Man, just
like,
talk,
yeah,
bro.
but just being real, like, stuff happens. And
Right. Shit happens, yes.
Stuff happens, family, something happens. But being real, first thing you think, he walked out.
Right.
He did something. He messed up.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't try to work it out, whatever.
Right.
You might not even know it was her.
Right.
She was messing. We couldn't communicate. We just didn't work. And I don't know. I think it sucks because that's just
That is the plight of a man that never really gets talked about.
That's where we live in. Like,
Yeah.
I could come vent to you,
Right.
and then your girl or your friend, your parents, they always gonna be, hey man, like if you ever need someone, like,
Right.
if I come to you letting you know, like, yo, this is hard, I can't do this,
Yeah.
man
up.
Yeah. Well, you're a dad, you got man up,
Right.
It's
right.
gonna get tough. You gotta just get through it.
Yeah.
And all right, man, that's why I don't open up.
Right.
Like you can. It's hard to open up, man.
Yeah.
As a man, it is hard to open up.
Right.
Sometimes, and it's not us trying to bottle our emotions or whatever, but it's just I don't want to talk for I don't want you to hear what I'm saying. I want you to listen to me. Don't
Right.
hear what I'm saying. Listen
Right.
to me.
Just be a sounding board.
You need help. I need help. Let's help each other. Don't lean on me. I mean, when I want to lean on you, it's you.
Come on, here you go again.
Now
Right.
I look weak.
Right.
You're gonna find that man somewhere else
Right.
because I'm not man enough for you. Like you're not woman enough for me. That don't sound right.
Yeah, and that's the tough part, man. That being a strong man is whenever you do get weak, it's so easy to turn and find another strong man, right? Because it seemingly, right, like this isn't a complaint or anything, but I mean that's the game.
Yeah.
A woman who isn't down for you, and not to say your woman isn't down for you, but a woman who isn't down for you, if things go wrong or things go awry, she's just gonna go and play the field again, or she's gonna go to somebody who's not complaining, who's not going through that, and it's
who got it together,
right? And it's like this is our stress, though.
Yeah.
You would. I'm not bearing I'm bearing my weight and your weight, but when I tell you just a little bit of what's going on in my head, it seems a little crazy. But that's when women also say, get you some therapy. But my only pushback on that is, in therapy they tell you to have discussions with your partner.
Yeah.
And if you can't, and if discussions with your partner aren't healthy,
I think
what does a man do?
Yeah, you keep it to yourself. Like, all right, man, well, I gotta just deal with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've personally, if therapy works for you, that's cool.
Right.
Like, it's cool. Me personally, never. Worked. I think the thought of seeing a therapist, and I could be real with this. I've talked with this with my girl. If we ever got to the point where we're seeing a marriage counselor, I think we got bigger problems. Because some people say, it works. Sometimes you need to talk it out. Sometimes you need that third party. I feel like if we got to that point, man, I don't want to say like it's done, but it's there. Like I'm sorry. Like if I feel like to a point where I can't talk to you, whatever, I'm blunt. we gotta figure something out between us, because a third person is not gonna tell me what to do with our relationship, you know. And I'm not saying that's right for everybody. That, you know, if it worked for someone, if it fixed their relationship, and if sometimes, you know, you need that other perspective, cool. Like that's cool. But it's just, I mean, I'm not scared to be honest. It's not me. You want me to fake a conversation with a therapist or open up to a therapist? No, I want to do this to you.
Right.
Like, why do we need a third person for you to hear me?
Right.
Like,
why do we need a mediator?
yeah.
No, and you know what? I like one thing that you said. You said you're not scared to be honest.
Yeah. No.
And and I feel like that's a big thing in just today society, right? Like as men, that's even tough. Like did I say the right thing? Did I word it the right way?
Yeah,
like,
you gotta
you
be
know,
careful what you're saying.
right? And it's not even you know, certain communities you can't talk about, but just in general, it's just like you said something about your relationship and how you handle things in your house and your relationship and what you said to your wife, and people are gonna have a problem with
Always, man.
how. But I like the fact that you just you also set the boundaries though. You're like, look, if we get to that,
I don't want it.
yeah, we may have to evaluate this thing differently, because I don't personally feel like somebody could help that. Yeah. Now, obviously there was a conversation that was had, and we're only getting one side of it. What do you What do you do if it gets to that point though? Do you?
I think y'all have to figure out if this is what y'all want. I feel like a lot of times y'all get stuck together. And
do you feel like those are hard? Do you feel like if you're having those conversations, you're already in trouble? Because most people feel like when you have conversations like that, these harsh conversations.
But you have to have those conversations, because the thing is, people will avoid those conversations, or they might not like your answer or how you go about something. But wouldn't you want to know how I feel about something? Like, instead of something happening and now all of a sudden, like, no, like, for example, you know, her parents are together, love it, and my parents aren't. They could get on the phone, talk it up if they have to. They're not hating each other. I love that too. But at the same time, you've always, you know, you had your family, they're together. You grew up in that household. I grew up with divorced parents,
right?
And you know, I got to a point, like I said, I grew up. You know, I understand whatever relationship might have failed, and I just want to be straight up with her. I tell her, hey, if something happened, and you know, not her first reaction was, well, why would you think that? Are you thinking that's not gonna happen? I'm like, no.
That's actually my question to you. Do you think growing up in that split household situation where your parents were co-parenting, do you think that shaped something in your mind where there is like a fail-safe button where you're having that conversation because
I think
you've experienced it as a child early in your life?
I think as long as you don't use it as an excuse, or, you know,
it's not an excuse. This is reality, bro.
Nah,
like this happened.
That's the thing. Like, it's like, but it's real. I've went through it.
Right.
Like, I've been poor.
Right. Right.
Don't if you're rich, don't talk to me about being poor.
Right.
I've been poor. I've had no money. I've I've ate rice and beans and rice for a week. Like it sounds funny. Like my mom will tell you one of the best stories of when I was a kid on Mother's Day. I went to Giant and I stole food so I could cook spaghetti for her on Mother's Day.
Man.
It wasn't because I wanted to steal it. It was because I love my mom and I did that for my mom.
Right.
And it sounds funny. Like, that's, you know, people will be like, oh, that's cute, that's sweet, like whatever. And it's, no, if you have not been to the point where you've done that, where you've had to steal a box of $2 box of spaghetti, man, don't talk to me about being poor.
Yeah.
But when we have conversations and we're getting down bad,
right?
And I say this to my girls, hey man, we get down bad, you know, bills, whatever, you lose your job, I lose my job. Hey, I'm ready to eat rice and beans and rice for a week. Like,
I'm gonna make sure
I know how to survive.
Yeah.
We might not have a lot of options, but we gonna get through it.
Right. But Rich Auntie comes on the show, and that's why I asked you. And she always talk about going from surviving to thriving. And at some point, right, we talked about growth off camera and how it feels good, right? It's hard. It's hard. It's shit. Yeah, that's the one thing that people, you know, like you hear all these great stories about, oh, I changed my life, I did this. That is the toughest thing to do, especially the older we get, right? do you ever feel like in your relationship and in your financial life, you just have to start thriving at some point and enjoy it? Because having those healthy conversations about what if this doesn't work is great, but at the same time, it's working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta celebrate that. You gotta, hey man, we doing good. Like
right.
you really gotta be able to look at that person like, we got this.
But
like, hey, we're doing good. Hey, I'm happy.
Right.
You know, you got that reassurance that like you said, thriving, and not even just relationship, but just in general. You gotta do it. You gotta celebrate. You gotta be able to say, hey, you know, I'm in the gym today. I'm happy where I'm at. I like where I'm moving towards. I just finished this class for school.
Right.
Hey, I'm one step closer to that degree.
And just let that past failures.
You gotta let it go in the past, man.
Yeah, man. You got a little deep on it. You got a little deep pause, man, towards the end. No, I just think at some point, you know, we talked about it. One, we talked about delayed gratification, but like you're at the point where you have done the work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Celebrate that shit.
I'm
like
I'm learning to.
Yeah,
I'm learning to.
Yeah.
Say,
You know what I mean? Like get to the point where you are enjoying the money, the growth, the wife, the change, bro. Because our past is what tugs on us mentally because it wants to call us back to it. You know,
and it sucks because I hate trying to, you know, always bring it up in a relationship standpoint, but you know, what's the first thing people do? Bring up the past. And what's the thing we hate? Most people bringing up the past. And you know, you could say what you want. Well, why do you hate it? Like, why are you worried about it? Why are you getting defensive if it's not? And it's, man, if it's the past, like, you gotta decide, are we gonna move forward or if it's not? Because if you bringing up the past and all that, it's not in the past. It's still on your mind. It's still, you know, haunting you or still present one way or another. So I think and it sucks because, I mean, a lot of people get stuck because you can't let go of the past. I don't sit there, hey man, what happened with my dad and my mom? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
Nah, we good. I talk to my dad whenever I want. I talk to my mom. My daughter knows grandma and grandpa. We good. I'm over it.
Yeah, you gotta let sleeping dogs lie sometime, man.
Yeah.
That's all I have, man. I just, if anything, on a lighter note, just to close this out.
Yeah. What's
next for you, bro? Sky's the limit.
I think tomorrow's a rest day, cardio days. To be honest, man, I just wanna like I said, I got a lot of change going on, and I'm gonna keep moving forward.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna just enjoy this right now. Enjoy it for a bit, and then start moving up again, start thriving, start chasing.
Yeah.
So I'm happy, man. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, man. We out. I appreciate you, Diego, as always. Coming through, man. You my man, 100 grand.
Next time we're gonna be in the studio. Hand it out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, moving up, man.
I need a fishing line for the plays and such.
Make sure to like, comment, share, and most importantly, keep it uplifting.
Take it up, listen.